Hi class, I wanted to go over the introduction for the course. So if you go to our course, you will see the home page, which is right here. And one of the first things you should do is you should go ahead and look at our syllabus. So if you want to go ahead and download the syllabus, all you need to do is click on here. And this, of course, will let you download it so that you can print it out. But if you just want to preview it, all you have to do is click on the magnifying glass. So I do want to go over the syllabus very briefly. There is a quiz over the syllabus, so you should go over it a little bit more carefully, on your own and actually read what's going on. So here we have the syllabus, and I just wanted to go over my contact information. So the best way to contact me is by emailing me either through Canvas or through natalie@nmsu.edu. I am pretty good at replying to people pretty quickly. However, sometimes I don't get notifications or things like that. So usually it takes me about 24 to 48 hours to reply to you. Now, I do have an office. My office is at the Espina campus. However, it is being remodeled. So my office, along with like the whole office suite where my office is located, is a mess right now. So I'm not sure if the telephone is working, but as of today, I know it is. So if you call my office phone number, please make sure that you leave a voicemail because, like I said, right now my office is non-existent pretty much. So I'm not there, and the only way for me to get your voicemail is if you actually leave a voicemail, it'll be emailed to me. So make sure that if you call, you leave a voicemail. Um, if my phone, like I said, it's being remodeled and they're pulling out the carpets and all that stuff. If you call that number and it's not working, then go ahead and email me and we can make arrangements to talk at a specific time. Or, like I said, if you want to meet for office hours, right now I don't necessarily have an office, but we can make arrangements to meet. I live in the El Paso slash Solon Park area, so the campus that's closest to me is the Solon Park campus. But I live about 25 minutes away from the Gadsden campus, 45 or 40 minutes away from the Espina campus, and about 50 to an hour away from the East Mesa campus. So if you would like to meet in person, then just go ahead and email me and we could set something up a few days before you actually want to meet. So just keep that in mind that it's summer. I don't actually have a physical office because of construction or remodeling. So if you want to meet, make sure that we plan it ahead so that we can make arrangements. Just because, I'm not on campus right now, so I can't be available right at the second that you need me. So it does require a little bit of planning for both of our parts. So if we keep going, uh, I am under the assumption that you have passed English 111 with a C or better. So you really do need to have taken and passed English 111 because, for example, in this class, we will be using APA, which you learned in English 111, but we don't really go over it that much just because we're under the assumption that you covered it in English 111. I do have a module that has some APA resources available for you, but as it is, we don't really cover it in the class, and it's a summer class, so there's even less time. So you will be required to utilize those skills that you learned in English 111. Okay, so this is the book that you need. The book that you need is Practical Strategies for Technical Communication, and we do read several chapters from the book, so I do suggest that you get it as soon as possible. If you look at our Canvas homepage, you will see that there is a picture of the book, and you will be able to see it there. We will also be using some English 218 resources, which basically is just supplemental readings and things like that. So if we look at the syllabus, here we have some important dates to remember. And then we have the outcomes, which you can go ahead and read on your own. But basically, if we get to the methods of instruction, this class is on Canvas, so you want to make sure that you have access to Wi-Fi and to a computer. Late assignments or missed assignments because of Wi-Fi or internet connection issues will not be considered a valid excuse. So you need to make sure that you give yourself enough time. Don't try to submit everything at the last minute because sometimes issues arise. So try to submit stuff like a few hours earlier That way, if there is an issue, you can email me and I can tell you, to send it to my other email or send me a copy or something. Like we can figure something out. But, it's better to not wait to the last minute in case issues arise. Also, physical attendance for this class is mandatory. So basically what that means is that you do need to log in maybe at least like twice a week just to make sure that you are active. And if there's no activity during the first 2 weeks, then I do have the right to drop you. Also, remember that even though the class is online, we are in an academic setting, so you want to make sure that you are respectful of your classmates and me at all times. The discussion posts are strictly academic, so please refrain from using any offensive language or providing information that's a little too personal. So just keep that in mind that even though we are in an online setting, it is an academic class after all. It is an academic setting. So here we have the assignments that we're going to be doing. Because it is a summer class, I did have to take out a few assignments. So we're doing a resume and a job application letter, which is basically another word for cover letter. We're also doing a recommendation report and a guide manual. And the manual is like a department assignment, so every English 218 class has to do a manual. And there's more instructions for each assignment. There is a module for each of these assignments that provides more information and more resources. However, for example, for the recommendation report, I couldn't find a lot of online resources, so the best source that you can use to write a recommendation report is your textbook. We're also going to have 5 writing exercises, which are due on Sundays, and we will have one each week, and each writing exercise is worth 20 points. We're also going to have 5 discussion questions, so we're going to have 1 discussion question per week. Now, it's very important that you submit your first response, which is your response to the original post, which was posted by me. It's very important that you submit it by Thursday. And the reason for that is because you also have to reply to 2 people. So in order to get full credit, you need to provide a well thought out response, and then you also have to respond to 2 people. So what happens is sometimes people wait to the last minute on Saturday to post their 3 posts, and that leaves a lot of other people who wanted to finish the discussion assignment early, that leaves them with no one to respond to. So in order to avoid that, I ask that your first post is due by Thursday, and then you have until Saturday to reply to 2 classmates. Now, if you post your 3 discussion posts, if you submit your 3 discussion posts by, like, let's say on Saturday at 11:30 p.m., you will still get credit for the discussion post, but your participation grade will suffer because I will take off maybe like 1 point or 2 points for that week, because that means you were not really participating throughout the week. You basically only participated in the discussion the last 30 minutes of the assignment, of the time that it was, it's been assigned for a whole week and you barely posted the last 30 minutes. So, so just make sure that you keep an eye on that. Your first post should be due by Thursday, and your last 2 posts to a classmate should be due by Saturday. However, if a lot of people have already posted, you can finish the assignment before, and no points will be deducted as long as you've submitted your 3 discussion posts. So let's say you get done with it by Friday or Thursday. A lot of people have submitted by Thursday, and you reply to 2 classmates and you're done. That's fine. Um, this is just to avoid people who wait till the last minute. But if you want to finish early, that's more than welcome. We're just trying to avoid that situation where nobody posts until Saturday, because that's not fair to the people who want to finish early. Okay, so if you have any questions about that, just let me know. You can email me and I will explain it further. We're also going to have 5 or 10 quizzes. The quizzes are over the chapters, so you want to make sure that you have at least like read or skimmed over the chapters before you actually take the quiz. The quizzes are due on Saturdays and you can only take them once because they're very short quizzes. I mean, I don't ask you anything like overtly difficult. I just ask you basic information that I think you should know after reading those chapters. So, again, you can only take it once. So make sure that you are ready when you click on the quiz. Also, I suggest that you take the quiz on a computer because I have had students who try to take it on a mobile device and they have issues with that just because sometimes the quiz is not submitted completely. So one thing I do want to mention, I don't know if I did already, but I do not accept late work. So you want to make sure that everything is submitted on time. If the assignment is due on a Sunday by 11:59 p.m., the assignment does close at that time. So I don't leave it open a few minutes after or anything like that. The assignment closes at 11:59 p.m. and that's it. It won't let you submit anymore. So please make sure that you submit on time. If you do have an issue or if something's going on and that prevents you from submitting an assignment, just let me know beforehand and we can make arrangements. I think I tend to be a very understanding person. So, if for some reason you can't submit something on time, just let me know and we can make arrangements. So, here we have to pass the class, obviously you need to attend and participate and submit all assignments. And then here we have the assignment. So there's a total of 610 points. And then we also have the tentative class schedule. So if you look here, I divided up into date, readings, and assignments. So this is what you have to read for each week. The chapters are listed, and then here are the actual assignments you have to do. So as you can see, each week we pretty much have a discussion, a quiz, and a writing exercise, right? It's only until like towards the end of the semester, for example, the last week, we don't have any other assignment except for the manual. So let's go ahead and go back to our homepage. This concludes the syllabus video. Now I'm going to record another video where I show you how the class is set up and how to navigate the course. So please let me know if you have any questions regarding the syllabus, and also make sure that you watch the second video, which goes over the actual Canvas course, and how to navigate it.